What's happening, y'all? It's your man Earl. It is October 30th, day 304 on the calendar. We and the CEO in the whip, in the car, moving around, and I keep hearing this. People calling me, asking me about the popular vote versus the Electoral College, and what we need to do is abolish this, abolish that. And I tell people all the time, man, before you start talking at the side of your neck, before you start talking about what you should get rid of and what you should do, get some education. All right, so I'm going to spend just a few moments try to tell you guys why the Electoral College is so important. Okay, number one, the Electoral College was put into place because the majority of Americans do not take the time to, number one, investigate each candidate. Number one. Number two, the reason why the Electoral College was put into place is because the framers did not want it to be a popularity contest. They wanted everybody to have a equal weight, not share, an equal weight of their vote. Now, that takes some maturity to understand. All right? So, number one, the reason why the Electoral College was put into place is because the framers understood that most people do not take the time to investigate each candidate. Number two, the framers wanted the Electoral College to be a way to make sure that it does not become a popularity contest, meaning that you only focus on a certain amount of people and that's it. Okay? They did not want it to be a situation where two or three people speak for the masses. Now, you'll understand that when I get into this video. So now, here's the key. The Electoral College, there's 538 total votes available. You need a supermajority, or what's called 270 votes to win, to become president. Okay? I'm going to say it again. You need 270 or more Electoral College votes to become the president of the United States. There are 538 electoral votes possible. All right? Now, in 2016, Trump got 304, Hillary received 227, Colin Powell got 3, Bernie Sanders got 1, John Kasich got 1, Ron Paul received 1, and Faith Spotted Eagle received 1. But I'm not here to go into all that. I just want to give you guys that I know what I'm talking about. Okay? So, 270 as of the 2010 census is what you need. Total, 538. Okay? To win. Now, case in point, California has 55 electoral votes. Texas has 38 electoral votes. Florida has 29 electoral votes. All right? You get to begin to understand that these bigger states have more electoral votes. And you can imagine if it went on a popularity contest, then people would only focus on 3 states: California, Texas, Florida. Illinois has 20. Now, understand what would happen. If you got rid of the Electoral College, certain states wouldn't see people. Case in point, North Dakota, South Dakota, 3 votes, 5 votes. That means a lot in the big scheme of things. But if you only had popularity, these candidates would not go to these states. You wouldn't see them. You wouldn't hear from them. Right? Vermont, 3 votes electoral. Okay? So you wouldn't see these people. Now, moving forward, what do I mean by this? Listen to this. As of 2014-2015, 40% of the total population lives in coastal states. I'm going to say it again. 40% of the total population of America lives on the coasts. What does that mean? Like I just said, California, Texas, Florida, East Coast, okay, New York, Baltimore. And in order for the rest of the country to get a fair opportunity of influencing any election, you must have electoral votes. You know, Indiana, Ohio, 18, 11. But you wouldn't see presidential candidates because they would focus on the East and the West and the South coasts. 127 million people live in coastal counties. I'm talking about all of them. You look at Alabama, you look at Mississippi, I'm talking about all of them. Coastal counties, okay? That's a lot of people. Listen to this. California has 12% of the total population. That's 37 million people, y'all, live in California. So imagine if the popular vote was only about people and not electoral votes. People would only focus on Texas, California, New York. And here's a shocker. Wyoming only has 500,000 residents. Really 580,000, but just in case y'all want to fact check me. 580,000 residents are roughly in Wyoming versus California with 37 million. That's why you cannot have an alleged popularity vote, because people would not have equal weight when it comes to influencing the country. Look at this one. Look at California, Texas, and Florida have a combined percent, 27% live in those three states, California, Texas, and Florida. That's a fourth of the country live in three states, California, Florida, and Texas. That's a fourth of the country live in three states. That's why we must have an electoral college. Because you imagine one candidate would spend all his time in three states, California, Florida, and Texas. Why? Because you're 25% there. You spend your advertising there, you spend your time there, you spend all your marketing money there, and all the other states would not get a fair opportunity to influence the election. I'm going to end with this one. Why we must have electoral college. Understand the voting process. 6 states have less than 1 million people. You want to fact check me? Go look it up. Delaware, South Dakota, Alaska, North Dakota, Vermont, and I just said Wyoming with, little over 500,000 people. 6 states have less than 1 million people. We would not hear from political candidates if we had a popularity vote. The Electoral College is there to allow balance in the national election processes. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to just educate you, y'all. That's the whole purpose of this channel, is to educate. All right? We speak the truth here. We don't speak opinions. All right? We speak the truth here. We don't speak opinions. Well, why are we talking about government on a so-called Christian Most High God channel? Very simple. Okay? Here's the reason why. Because in the passage of Scripture, we have in Romans, let me find it right quick. Here we are. Romans chapter 13. Talks about structure of government. Okay. Civic duty. Here we are. Romans chapter 13. The Apostle Paul is writing to the Christians. And he talks to them about having their attitude correct regarding governmental authority. All right. Now, once again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to tell you that the Bible, the Most High God, gives us information and gives us direction on how to behave in and around and under government. So the first thing you do is you get a relationship with the Most High God. The second thing you do is you educate yourself about what kind of government we live in and live under. Okay? Remember, the Most High God allows everything. He doesn't cause everything, and he has his ultimate and eternal purposes for good and bad. Okay? So this your man Earl. God bless you. God keep you. Understanding the electoral process and voting. Get yourself some information, educate yourself, and understand why and what people do. God bless you. God keep you. It's your man Earl. Day 304. We vote in what, 5 days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we vote on 4 days. All right. Tuesday, November 3rd. God bless you. God keep you. Peace.